Since the government gave the green light for children to return to school in September, the race has been on to ensure their safety. A particular challenge here in Leicester, where the city's under a local lockdown. But not all children will be going back to the classroom. Zach Weston's 11 years old and is currently fourth in the British Mini Bike Championships. His family have signed him up for a year of online tutoring.
We started that when COVID really kicked in. I've got a couple of friends who are teachers, and they've sort of said, you know, if you can carry that on, he's going to get just as good an education without the worry of having to deal with COVID.
Do you worry that you're missing out on the social life at school?
No, I have all friends that I go out on my bike after school with. So I just, once I've done my schoolwork, I go out on my mountain bike, do wheelies and stuff with my friends.
One of Zach's rivals on the track is 10-year-old Jack. He'll be starting at a new school in September. That makes him a little nervous. Fast corners and COVID-19, however, don't.
It's just that it's quite a big school with a lot more people than my old school, so it's just going to be hard getting used to it and everything.
But you feel that you'll be safe?
Yeah.
Safety-wise, I'm not too concerned. Education-wise, he was just due to do his SATs and moving, so he'll be going into a brand new school. So that I'm a bit worried about, because obviously he's not had the time to settle in like they normally would or anything.
Public health experts say the road to a successful reopening of England's schools could mean a trade-off, with other social activities being restricted in order to balance the risks.
If we could all be sure and trusted what was happening with the track and trace system, if that was robust, watertight, then I think we wouldn't have to have a trade-off. But I think all of those aspects of this pandemic would be covered, and we would all have confidence in what the government were doing with that. So it's a real shame that we're in this situation and we're talking about a trade-off.
Potentially a shame too for businesses like the Stretton circuit, which only reopened to corporate clients a couple of weeks ago.
I'm obviously looking forward to my child going back to school, and also as a business and somebody who's got a mortgage and bills to pay and everything, I could do with us not going back into lockdown as a business, because obviously that affects my wages.
A lot can change in the next few weeks. The Prime Minister's already talked of squeezing the brakes on the country's fast track to normality, if necessary. And, as the fable, which you won't hear quoted in the pit lane, says, sometimes slow and steady can win you the race. Fraser Maud, Sky News, Leicester.
Families in parts of northern England